Hello, welcome to my studio. So I hope people are going to join in. I am going to attempt to do another Facebook Live. Last time I tried this, I'm going to get started. Last time I tried to do this, my Wi-Fi didn't stay connected for very long. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I think this is working and get started. So I wanted to take an opportunity to demonstrate my Class to Go kits. I have had a pretty good response to them already, so I'm kind of excited, especially for this first one that I'm going to show you, the Timeless Tulips. So let me first talk a little bit about the Class to Go kits. They run through May 3rd, so they're available till then for purchase. All the supplies that you need will come in the kit, and you will have 2 different sample cards, and you'll get supplies that you can create 2 of each of these, okay? That includes all the cardstock. It'll be pre-cut, pre-scored, the embellishments, the ribbon, the little happiness dots here, and any supplies above and beyond that are not in the card kit or in the bundle, I am offering as additional add-on products that you can get at a 10% discount, okay? So if you're interested in any of those add-on items, you must send me your order though, okay? I must place the order for you. It's the only way to give you that discount, okay? So all this information is in the description with this video, along with my contact information. So please contact me if you have any questions and when you're ready to order, okay? It's also been sent out an email too. So if you want an email, that will be in my description as well. And feel free to contact me through there, okay? So the bundle consists of this photopolymer stamp set, Timeless Tulips. I'm liking these greetings in here. It's Happy Mother's Day, get well soon, happy birthday, a hello. And then also I love this little Easter stamp. And then I'm really enjoying this. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. It kind of plays on the fact that it's single stem tulip, okay? And then this is a nice little sympathy or even a thinking of you. You get 3 different size tulip buds with that and 3 different leaves. And then there's 2 stems, one that's a little straighter and one that has a little bit of a curve to it, okay? The punch coordinates with the large tulip bloom, and then it also has a leaf here. And I call this a leaf, but I've actually been using it as one of the tulip petals too. So, and I'll show you an example of that here in a minute, okay? So I'm going to go back to the cards here and show you. These are the 2 cards that would come in the kit. You'll get supplies to make 2 of each of these. And I just wanted to show you because this class kind of turned out to be a fun fold class. So when you look at it from the front, it looks like a regular card, but when you go to open it, it has kind of a little different opening here, okay? So if I turn it on its side for you here, you see that it's kind of a Z fold, okay? And my upline, Susie, makes these cards all the time. It's kind of her talented fold that she does. So, so that's the first card in this class. The second card, again, just looks like a regular card from the front, but when I open it, it has a nice little kind of pop-up to it, okay? And if I turn it on this side, you can see that it kind of has a step. And so I've been calling this the step card, okay? So kind of fun, bright, beautiful, cheery spring cards here and some fun different little folds, okay? So the supply is to make 2 of each of these cards. So a total of 4 cards free when you purchase the bundle, okay? And then remember those 10% add-on items that will be available. First, I want to talk a little bit about this set. It is photopolymer, okay? And in my classes, we have talked about photopolymer and how it's a little bit different stamp in that it doesn't have a cush to it. And so your image sometimes doesn't pick up, especially depending on what your table surface is. So I've always suggested that we use these Stampin' Pierce mats, okay? They're in the catalog. They work really well. They're thick. Sometimes they can be a little too thick and a little too big for me. So you've seen in class, I've cut them in half before. But a nice little little cheap way to kind of get a very good image with these photopolymers. But lately, I have actually been using the Stamparatus foam mat. This is just a little bit different. It's a little bit smaller, it's square, but it kind of has that same material, that same cush. It's a little bit thinner here, so a little bit easier to handle. The only thing I would suggest with this one is it does have a little Stampin' Up! Logo down here, which I love, but if you happen to stamp over it, it's going to interfere with your image, okay? So either turn it this way, or you could even turn it over and use the reverse side, okay? Now, just so, I don't really care that I get ink on that, but when I'm doing my project, sometimes the ink gets on this, and then it gets on my project, and that makes me upset. So I do use just a little piece of typing paper here over the top of it, just to prevent that from happening, okay? Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about with the photopolymer stamp set, okay? So the first one we're going to make is this cute little yellow, and it's pineapple punch and granny apple green. Your kit would show up like this. You'll have supplies for 2 cards, okay? You'll have your card base, which is the pineapple punch, which has already been scored. This is a 8.5, scored at 4.25 here. 11 by 5.5. And then you're going to score this at 4.25 here. This score will already be here for you, okay? And so then all I want you to do is be able to fold this back. So when you all get your kits, you'll be able to watch this video and we can stamp virtually together. Won't that be fun? Anyway, so fold that back like that. And then we're going to go ahead and add the granny apple green layer. Now I've gone ahead and run this through the eyelet folder, which would be one of those add-on items for 10% off with this kit. And to achieve that just on the half of the cardstock there, I went ahead and I just put half of it in the folder and then ran it through the Big Shot like this, okay? So that you just get the image or the impression on just half of it, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that to my card base here, okay? And so that I don't get too much glue on my granny apple or over the edge here, I'm just going to put my multi-purpose glue on the pineapple punch, okay? Go ahead and lay that on there, okay? As with all colored cardstock bases, I usually provide a piece of Whisper White to put on the inside. So I went ahead and I stamped this up with the cute little tulip in there, and then the cute little saying about the plays on the single stem of the tulip. I think that's so cute. Go ahead and add that there. So then you'll also receive a piece of basic black cardstock, okay? And then I went ahead and I just put, actually I'm not going to do the dimensionals quite yet. You'll have a coordinating piece of Whisper White that goes with that, and I think we'll get to stamping on that here next, okay? I'm going to take my Pineapple Punch ink pad and my Granny Apple ink pad, and I'm going to take, like I said, there was a straight stem, and then there's also kind of a little curve or an arch stem in there as well, okay? So I'm going to take the straight one, and I'm just going to do one off to the side here a little bit. And I'm going to ink up again. I'm going to come over here to this side. And then I'm going to take the curved one and just come right up the middle. I can't believe my Facebook is working. Wow! Okay, then I'm going to take the medium-sized tulip. You know, last time I tried to do this, it died on me, so it kind of bummed me out for trying to do it again. That's the medium-sized tulip, and then I took the small tulip and put it here, okay? Now, in your kit, you will also have a smaller piece of scrap Whisper White, okay? And I want you to stamp one of the leaves, the leaf that actually coordinates with the punch, and I want you to do that in the Granny Apple Green. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the large tulip bloom, ink it up, and we're going to stamp that on your scrap here, okay? Now to our punch, okay? To open your punch, you push forward there and it releases it. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab that tulip. I'm trying to look at comments. I can't do all this at once, you guys. It's too much. I'm trying to punch and look at comments, but I can't. All right, and then we're going to punch that one out there, okay? I do want a yellow one as well. Okay, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab it. And earlier I talked about how I was using this as kind of a petal for this as well. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that here. So let me pull out my pieces here. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to put just a little bit of my multi-purpose glue right on the back edge there, okay? And I'm going to lay that green one there. I just think that makes it pop and gives that just a little bit more of an accent there, okay? Then I'm going to take my yellow one and I'm going to add 2 little mini dimensionals on here. And I'm just going to lay this over here like this. I've also done it where you do the reverse side too, and then you'll have one on the other side as well, which is kind of a fun way to use that punch. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some dimensionals on the back of this tulip. And then go ahead and lay that on here. Okay? Put some snail on my basic black cardstock. And then layer it right on there. And then I went ahead and I had put some dimensionals on the back side of this. Now before I attach this, I do want to do some of our Granny Apple Green textured weave ribbon on this, okay? So I'm going to measure myself a little piece off here. Nothing fancy. It's just going to wrap around here from the front side. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot my leaves. We'll stamp those in here in just a little bit. It's kind of pretty without, though. That's one of the benefits to these kits. You guys can make them however you want. You don't necessarily need to follow my sample. It's just like in class. If you want to exercise your own creativity, you can. I just use good old-fashioned Scotch tape to hold the back of that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some linen thread. You'll have a piece of this in your kit as well. And there's enough for you to wrap it around twice. Now because I peeled the stickers off those dimensionals, I am going to come in here and attach this down before I stick it to something and have a mess there. Now I'm going to attempt to tie a bow live. Make me nervous. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, go ahead and trim off your extras. And then this turns into a cute little springy hello card. You're going to have a little strip of white in your kit, and it's going to be enough for you to be able to get both of your cards out of it. Go ahead and just stamp the cute little hello that comes in this set. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of snail on the back side of that. I think I'm going to trim this up just a little bit more. And then this just gets snuck in the side here. And then these cute Happiness Blooms enamel dots. Now, I apologize for this card because I have been using these a lot and I also have been making up kits. So I'm running a little low on them. But I do have the colors that I need. I'm going to take my Pick-a tool here, and this is the one that has the little gummy end of it. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab one. And in your kits, you'll have all different mixes. You'll have some different colors that come in yours as well. So you'll be able to change it up. And I think there's a really pretty green. I thought that would look really cute on this card too. But those just kind of add a little bit of something, something there in the corner. Okay? So there you go. There's your first one. Okay? Kind of a fun fold card. Okay? The next one we're going to use is the Melon Mambo tulip card. And this one, the kit will arrive, and you'll have pieces that look like this. And we're going to start with the bottom and go up. You're going to have just a regular piece of Melon Mambo that is 11 scored in half at 5.5 here, okay? And then you're going to receive a piece of Whisper White, and this will be pre-scored for you. It is total 11 by 4 here. It will be scored at 4 1/4, 5.5, and 6 3/4, okay? And what I want you to do is just fold this in half, just like you would, just like we did with the base card here. And then these score lines here, I want you to fold back. Okay, go ahead and use your bone folder and give yourself a nice crisp fold there, okay? Got a little something. That's going to be the back side. It's not going to matter. And then go ahead, flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. And as you do it, the score lines are straight, but still try and match up as much as you can with your corners here. It'll just help it lay a little straighter and nicer inside your card, okay? So now I'm going to bring my card base back in, and I'm calling this the top of the card here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put snail on this piece, and I'm doing it generously. You know, I don't usually use that much snail, but I'm doing it generously. So with the folded sides down, go ahead and lay this in here in the top of your card. And then you do kind of want to just center it all the way around. Okay? And then come in and do the same thing with your snail. Okay? On this side. And then all you simply need to do, make sure that lays in there nice and flat. All you need to do is take your bottom of your card and come right up and fold over. Okay? And rub it. And it has done all the work for you for that step, okay? It's all right there. Perfect. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our greeting on the inside. And I used the same one I did for the first one. What a beautiful difference a single life makes. I think that's really cute. Kind of timely right now, too, with the pandemic, right? Okay, and then also in your kit, you're going to receive a piece of basic black. This is going to be 4 by 4, piece of Granny Apple Green that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then you're going to have several little white pieces. So don't get them mixed up. The square one that is 3.5 by 3.5 is going to fit with that, and then you're going to have another piece that is 3.5 by 4, and this is the one that's going to fit inside your card. Okay. And then you're going to have another little piece here that's going to be a scrap. Okay? So I'm going to take all these white pieces here now, though, out, and we're going to stamp on them. So let's do our little scrap one first. On the scrap one, what you're going to need is the large tulip bloom in the Melon Mambo. And that's it. That's all you're going to need on that one. This is going to be the square one. This is your outside piece, okay? And we're going to take our straight stem and kind of do like we did with the first card. Just do the straight ones kind of here on the outside, and then take that curved one and go right up the middle. Except this time we're not going to forget our leaves, okay? I'm going to come in here. I have one of the leaves. I love the designs of these leaves. They're very realistic. And I love to stamp them once and then stamp them off. You kind of get a nice little variation there, okay? And then also turn it over, okay? Because you get a whole different kind of petal down there at the bottom then, okay? And then I took the medium bloom, Melon Mambo. I'm going to come in here and stamp one. You know, loud stamper tonight. Then 2, okay? Then our single tulip here, we're going to reach in our punch. Sorry. See, I tried to look at the comments again. I'm not going to look at the comments. It's too distracting. I can't do that. I'm a novice at this. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some dimensionals onto that. We'll learn. It's the learning curve. I'm just happy that my Wi-Fi is cooperating tonight and we're actually staying live. Woohoo! All right, there you go. All right. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pull this guy back in here because this is the one that's going to get layered on, okay? So go ahead and put some snail on there and layer that on there like that, okay? Now I used again some of the Granny Apple green textured weave ribbon. So go ahead and you'll have plenty of this in your kit. I've had several people already, just from my pictures, not even the video here of watching it, have ordered this bundle and this kit. I just think these are really timely right now with spring and just so fresh and pretty, bright cards. Go ahead and trim off your extra. Now, sometimes your ribbon, it seems a little loosey-goosey here. So you know my trick where you take your paper piercer tool and grab yourself a glue dot and then go under and just put it right there just to hold that knot a little better, okay? Now, I also, on my sample, have a cute little hello down here in the corner. I kind of got crazy with the leaves here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm going to stamp the little hello down in that corner. And I'm just going to use my Memento ink to do that. And then again, I'm going to grab my cute little Happiness Blooms enamel dots. And for this card, I think I'm going to use the pink ones. I think they coordinate nicely. Coming in here with my pick a tool with the little gummy end and just picking those right up. Whoops, wrong angle there. I'll pick it up again. That's good. Ha ha ha. All right, there you go. Okay, so we have that section done. We could go ahead and attach it to our card. Let's go ahead and put some more dimensionals on the back side here. And we'll go ahead and attach it to our base here, okay? I hope all of you are staying well during the pandemic. Oh, it's nuts in my unit, but we're surviving. And I've never been so glad to only work 2 days a week. Does that sound kind of selfish? All right, there you go. There's your front. Okay, now let's finish up our inside here, okay? So that's our 3.5 by 4 inch piece. We're going to take our straight tulip stem and we're just going to go straight across here. Now, I don't want to get too high because by the time I stamp a flower on this, I don't want it to go off the edge of my paper, okay? And I think I got like 6 or 7 of these across here. I got 6 tonight. We're going to use both the medium and the small tulip bloom. And I just went every other one. Okay. And you can kind of turn them and angle them a little bit if you want to, just to give it a little variation. Okay. Now we're ready to attach this to our, oh, I'm forgetting the leaves again. What is it with me and these, forgetting these leaves? I love them, and I don't know why I keep forgetting them. They add so much. Go again, turn it around. It just kind of gives it a little bit different point there. And we'll do another one over there to balance that out a little bit. I think I want one more here, maybe. One more here. You got to know when to quit, right? Okay, so we're ready to attach it to the inside. So to attach it to the inside, I want to be very careful because I don't want to get any glue above here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue and just very lightly add a little bit right in here, okay? It doesn't take much of this glue. This glue is super strong, so. And then go ahead and just place this. I'm afraid I'm going to pop that in that ink pad up there, and then I'm going to be mad. You've all seen me do that in a class, probably a time or two. And go ahead and just attach that there. You can actually close it and press on it a little bit, which will help it kind of stick a little bit there too. Okay, and there you go. Isn't that cute? All right, so this was the Timeless Tulips Class to Go kit. Okay, bundle. So, and like I said, in the description with the video will be all the add-on products that you could get at 10% off that don't come in the kit and do not come in the bundle. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to just keep going. I was going to play it by ear to see if I lost my feed or not, but I haven't. And so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show you my second Class to Go kit that I have going right now. And it is with the Under My Umbrella bundle. So this again is another photopolymer stamp set, and I got to see the new catalog today, like I said, and both of these are going to be in the new catalog, so I'm really excited about that. I'm liking this set because of this cute little mixed font it has here, and then it has these little clusters of flowers. There are two sizes of umbrellas, a full and a partial, with a cute little handle that coordinates. These cute little raindrops here, and then I'm in love with these little boots. So cute. And then the punch, comes coordinates with the full and partial umbrella and then the handle of the umbrella. Okay? The two cards that I have that go with the Class to Go kit for this are these cards here. You would receive supplies to make 2 of each of these cards for free with the purchase of the bundle. Okay? And again, any products that are above and beyond what I use that you receive in your kit or in the bundle, I will list as add-on products that you can get 10% off. But only when you purchase the bundle and only when you purchase it through me, meaning that I have to place the order for you. It's the only way I can give you the 10% off discount. So all this information is in the description in this video, along with all my contact information too. So feel free to email me or message me here if you're interested in the kits, okay? Okay, so let's get started on these. So the first one we're going to make, your kit will look like that when it comes. You'll receive a card base of mint macaron, which will be 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then again, it's a colored piece of cardstock, so I'll give you an inside piece. And this one, I happen to stamp the Hello Sunshine that comes in the stamp set, and then those cute little boots that I can't get enough of. I'm just realizing I should have done the umbrella card first, right? April showers bring May flowers. I should have done the rain and umbrellas first and then did the flowers. Okay. So then my next layer is going to be the So Saffron. I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue and layer that on. And then the next piece, that is 4 by 5 1/4, that So Saffron piece. The next piece will be 3 3/4 by 5. And I did similarly to what we did in the last card. I took the Beads and Baubles embossing folder, and I just lined it up here, just on half of the cardstock like that, and then ran it through my Big Shot like this so it would fit. And then you only get the embossed on half of it, okay? Which I think is kind of a fun effect, all right? So we're going to go ahead and attach that. And I might just use my snail to do that. Now I thought this side over here looked a little plain, this white side here. So I decided to take the little raindrops that come in this set and just stamp them down the side. Thought that was really cute. And then I looked at them and thought, oh, they look awfully plain. They're just black and white. So then I decided to take one of my Stampin' Blends, and I took the dark Bermuda Bay one, and I'm using the fine tip here, and I just came in here and just highlighted them just subtle, okay? Not all of them have a white center, but most of them do. And this really helped make them pop a little bit, okay? The other thing you could do, which I thought was kind of cute, is take your Wink of Stella, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are Wink of Stella fans. Take your Wink of Stella and come in here on these. All right, now I'm getting really nervous because I just looked up and I see lots more people joining in. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad that my Facebook Live is working. Okay. You might not be able to see that on camera, but in person, you will see lots of shimmer from those little raindrops. Really fun. The other thing I thought was kind of fun with those was to put some rhinestones on them. And I'm just going to grab some that I had out here for a kit. And I'm going to grab my tool, again, my Pick-a tool. These are just 4 little ones I had already out here to go in a kit. So that's why they're on this little piece here and not my card. Go ahead, and I was just going to attach those to just some of the random raindrops there. Just to give those raindrops just a little more sparkle, okay? All right, so next, in your kit, you also have just a piece of what I'm calling scrap here. You'll have a piece of basic gray, and then you'll have another piece of whisper white that you can stamp the greeting on, and then the little smallest flower cluster that comes in this set, okay? Again, I colored these in with the blends. I used Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and then the Mango, I think I used. Yep, Mango Melody, okay? Now here's your scrap, I mean. So this is where you're going to stamp your umbrella, this section here, your handle, and then another little set of cute boots down here for the corner, okay? Now, the thing with these punches, though, you have to pay attention to, we're going to open it, push that open to release it. You have to think about how this punch is going to go in here and grab these things, okay? So you have to kind of orient the way you stamp your images on your scrap so that you can reach in quickly and be able to get those without getting frustrated, okay? So this is how you're going to do it. We're going to take the full umbrella, and on your scrap you're going to stamp that one. You're also going to take the little small cluster of flowers, and we're going to come in here and we're just going to stamp those on right on the umbrella. Isn't that adorable? So cute. Then we're going to turn it, and we're going to stamp your boots. And I thought these boots looked really cute with another little cluster of flowers. And then the handle is probably going to be the biggest challenge for you as far as getting the punch in there to grab it. So sometimes I even bring it back over here and I just kind of remind myself of how that punch is going to go in there and grab that, okay? So I need to put my handle way up here in the corner, okay? It's not the end of the world if it doesn't line up. You obviously can cut away your paper so that way you can reach it up in there. But it'll just a little less frustration for you, okay? So now I'm going to color these in. I used my Mint Macaron Stampin' Blend, and I went ahead and just used the thicker tip here to come in and color the most of the umbrella here. Oh, I see more people. Thank you for joining. I hope all of you are doing well. And I don't know about the rest of you, but stamping has been my salvation. My therapy through all this. I'm going to take the fine tip of the Mango marker and come in here and go ahead and color all these little small yellow flowers. And then I'm going to take my light Bermuda Bay, same thing with the fine tip, come in here and color this other little outside flower. I thought it was cute to leave that larger one just white. And then I took my Granny Apple Green and finished it off. This is the springiest green I know. Oh, just love this. It's so pretty on those tulip cards. And it coordinates with so many. It's such a bright green, but it coordinates with lots of colors. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to leave the soles of the boots white. Kind of goes with the white flower, I thought. Okay. So then you're going to come in here and you're going to punch your umbrella. And then I'm going to reach in here and hopefully my handle is lined up there. It is. And then the boots you're going to have to fussy cut, okay? So for time, I went ahead and I fussy cut those out. There's quite a bit of fussy cutting with this umbrella. In fact, so much so that I ended up adding our paper snips onto the discount items, the 10% off items, okay? I have people who absolutely love these paper snips. They are just, I mean, I have quilters, people who just are in love with them. Okay, so I'm going to take my handle, and I think the best way to attach this is a glue dot right there. And then just to pick it up, I'm going to use my tool here. And I'm going to go ahead